Hi there, I'd like to welcome you to part 2 of how to make your cloud bucket hat. The basic bucket hat tutorial is already up, and I've got links in it how to get here, and I'll link from here how to get to the basic bucket hat, just so you know. It was all too long all in one video. So this part is where I'm just showing you how to attach the clouds to your bucket hat once you've made it, okay? But below in the description, I'm going to put links to the cloud applique video. Also, I'll put a link to my flower applique video, and I will put a link to how to make the basic bucket hat as well. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel if you like it. And here we go. So one thing I want to remember to tell you is to leave a very long tail when you finish off your clouds, and that helps if you want to use that to sew your clouds on, okay? So I've got my clouds made now, 4 of them, and I'm going to position them onto the hat. So how I do that is I lay the hat down and I put one here, I sew it on, and then I flip the hat over and I match it on the other side. Okay, and so I'll sew those 2 on, and then when we come back, I'll show you how we place the other ones. Oh, I should show you how to sew it on, I guess, really. So this one I didn't leave the long tails on. I'm going to find one that's got a long tail. Here's one with a long tail. So I put that on the hat in the middle here. Oh, here's another tip. Is I place it on the top of the first full row of double crochet, so that it goes straight across that first row of double crochet. All right, that's kind of where I'm going to put it, and if you'd like to, you can use a yarn needle to kind of pin it in place so it doesn't move on you, and then you can use your tail to sew around the edge. I just sew around the edge and then weave off the ends kind of going into the middle. Okay, so I will get a needle, thread it up, and I'll show you what I do. Here I am, I've got it pinned, you can see, so that it goes right along the flat, and this kind of keeps your clouds even. I put my hand behind it through the hat and I start sewing it on, and I like to stitch into these stitches on the edge. You'll see they each have a little edge to them, so I just go into the hat and up through those stitches. And this one's going to be all down where that join is between the rows. Right, so then we're going to go up around this one. You can go down and up here if you like, as long as you can catch a bit of the hat in behind it. And then we're going to go up over the top of the I'm going to stitch that down again just to make sure it's caught. Going in and out of these stitches here. You can change your technique however it works for the cloud, right? And then here, down into that one and up the middle of that stitch. And we've just got these ones to do. And then I'm going to go down into the back and weave my ends in and out of the cloud this way a couple of times. If yours gets too short, you can just stick your needle through a bit and then pull it through like this, and then trim it. And then I'll go and get this other end here, and I'll just weave that in this way. Pull it through. There's not really much of an end there at all. So that's the first one. My first cloud. So then I'm going to lay the hat, and you can sort of judge. You can even count stitches if you want, but I'm just eyeballing it. And then I'm going to flip it over. I put my hands there, I flip it over, and right on the back I am going to put another cloud. Okay, so I want to make sure that those two are the same, so it's going to be this one. And once again, I'm going to put it down on that first row, on the top of the first row. The brim is here. The brim starts here, and we've got a row of double crochet. Oops, the brim starts here, and there's our row. So always double check. And this is where my second cloud is going to go. So once again, I'm going to pin it in place and sew it on just like I did the other one. Okay, so here we are. I've sewn the two that were back to back like this, and then I hold it and I fold it like this so the two clouds are halfway on, and then I put one in the middle. I sort of count the rows in between to place it. And once again, this is the where the division comes for the brim, and that's the first row of the actual body of the hat. So I've laid it on there, and then you flip it over, and the other one is on exactly the same row. So all the clouds are sitting on the same row, and this is what it looks like. And because we've done that single crochet row, there's a little bit of a curl on the brim, and that is the cloud bucket hat. I hope you like it. So here's what the hat looks like. I thought I would do a separate little shot for you so you can see what the bucket hat looks like when it's completed. So I hope you like it. It's pretty cute. And it looks really adorable when you wear it. Okay, so I hope you enjoy making a bucket hat.